What's up, guys? Giancarlo Billon here for another video. Today I have my friend Marcus Tinogo here helping me out. Guys, I want to make a quick video here to help you guys out. This is something that I see very commonly when I'm teaching the bow and arrow choke, okay, or the collar choke from the back. I see this all the time in my white belt class when I'm teaching them, and this is a really common mistake that a lot of people make when doing the choke. So let's just get into it. So we start over here on the back, okay, and I'm not going to get into the setup too much, okay. But let's say I get my hand in, thumb in the collar, okay? We want to get the thumb. We don't have to get it super deep, okay? Like a rear naked choke, okay? Most chokes, you want to get the hand in as deep as possible when we're using lapels. In this case, just lining it up with the collarbone is enough because we really want to bring our elbow back and be able to wrap the lapel around his neck. So it doesn't have to be so deep around his neck. It can be more or less in line with the collarbones, and we make the grip. Now I want to explain something about the grip. When we make the grip, we have to kind of turn our hand. We can't just keep it here. So most of the pressure is going to come from my first 3 fingers here. So it's kind of a 3-finger grip right over here. And in reality, if you're doing the technique properly, you should be able to even finish it with 1 finger. Okay, so that's one good way to practice it, to make sure that you're really getting it, is by practicing it with 1 finger. Okay, but you really want to work on it with 3 fingers here, and then the pinky is going to be over, but the way that I position my hand, I curl my first 3 fingers in to the gi cloth, and I really lock that wrist underneath over here. Okay, now the second hand can be in a couple of places. I'm going to demonstrate it from the cross collar, okay, double lapels, but we can grab the knee, okay, we can bring the hand behind the head, we can keep the collar over here. There's a couple different ways that we can grab over here, okay. The good thing about this choke as well, guys, is I'm not too worried. A lot of times I see people, they maybe start grabbing my wrist, okay. Some people, they grab I see people do this all the time where they grab the gi over here. As long as I have my grip lined up over here, even if he grabs the gi or starts grabbing my hand, it's really the lapel that does the work. So if I ever feel that this is maybe too loose or I'm having trouble getting it, one thing that we can do is just grab the same lapel over here, okay, and I just tighten it. I just cinch up on it a little bit, okay, and that's gonna make it a lot tighter. So if you get a shallow grip initially, that's fine, okay, and then from here he goes in to bring his hands defensively, and I just start tightening up on the grip and choking up on it little by pulling down and tightening up on the lapel. Okay, now the main detail that I wanted to cover, okay, and the mistake that I see a lot of people making is when they start going for the choke. Okay, so let's say I'm over here and I'm ready to start going for the choke. A lot of people, they tend to try to finish the choke when the head is lined up with mine. Okay, so I see people doing this all the time. And now from here, if he starts grabbing my wrist and starts to defend even just a little bit, he can really hold on for a long time here. And I'm gonna end up burning my grip out and losing it. I really want to focus on this idea of making our bodies like a T. So when I get the hand set up for the choke over here, I like to place my foot on the hip and start pushing his body down and away from me. Okay? When I do this, I cannot let my elbow be high because he's going to start pulling and popping the head out. So we really want our forearm to stay underneath the ear. Okay, so I have my grip. That's why it's important that I don't grab so deep that my hand, and then it becomes like a rear naked choke. I want it to just be kind of lined up enough that the lapel blocks the carotid artery on this side, and then my wrist comes around and tucks on the opposite side. Okay, so and as you can see here, even if you had the 4th finger in, it's really the first 3 fingers that are doing the work over here. Okay, so we're in here, we want to really tuck our elbow below the ear. Okay, so I pushed him away, I tucked the elbow below the ear, and now I begin the process of climbing my legs over the shoulder. Okay, and now you can see that his head is above mine. That's what I want, because now from here I have a ton of leverage to be able to push him away with the legs and then start getting pressure for the choke. Okay, so again, the common mistake that I see a lot of people making is, one is on the grip. We can't have a weak grip, okay? So we can't have our fingers kind of grabbing over here or just any kind of grip over here. Emphasize on curling the first 3 fingers into the gi. The first 3 fingers lock into the lapel. I like to turn the cloth out so that I expose the inside of the lapel and then grab. So here, and then we grab it. I'm gonna show it from the second lapel. I can even show it from the pants this time, so we might grab it with the pants here. And then when I have my hand in, ready to start choking, bring your foot onto the thigh or onto the hip, okay? Because now I can push his body away from me, start climbing my legs over the shoulder, and notice that my forearm has to tuck down, okay? I can't keep my forearm up because his head's gonna slip every time. So I have to tuck my forearm down, push his body away, and now from here, I begin to choke. I have the angle to start stretching him away. Another mistake, guys, that I see a lot of people making is they sit all the way up, and then now from here, he's gonna be able to slip the head out. So instead of doing that, I push him away just enough, and watch how my knee stays nice and tight behind my head, behind my forearm, so that when I lock, if he tries to pop his head out, it's super difficult, okay? So from here, just extend, and then I finish. Guys, thanks so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And if you want to learn more from me, check out my instructionals below and find out how you can learn from me one-on-one from anywhere in the world. Thanks, guys.